Warning. This video segment contains information on sensitive topics. Anyone younger than the ages of 18 should not watch this material. The conspiracies, theories, and information presented in this video are based on our own beliefs and evidence gathered from credible sources. What you hear may or may not be the truth, so we ask for you to discern the information and encourage to do your own research on the subjects talked about. Again, this is a warning and watch at your own risk. You have been warned.
4 cheeks.
1 couch.
I have actually a question for you first.
All right, let's hear it.
Right? Have you ever thought about just like how like some civilizations in history, because I know you love history,
Yeah.
right? That they just like randomly disappear.
Yeah, like straight off space.
Like there's usually no signs. Like I mean, they have signs, but like they don't really have signs for like how it happens. Like we don't really know what happened. They just disappeared and they're gone, right? So, speaking of that, like. Because like I'm a huge I love conspiracy theories and I love history in general, so that's the reason why I'm going to tell you about this interesting civilization that was near us. It's actually 2 hours and 30 minutes away from us.
Okay.
From here. Yeah,
from right here.
Yeah. So it's actually, let me pull my notes up so I don't get anything wrong for you guys. Right. It's actually in Illinois. Right. It's in Collinsville. Technically, is where the actual site of it is at. So we can never, if you ever wanted to, me and you can take a trip. So it's actually called Cahokia.
Get it right?
Cahokia. Cahokia. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. Cahokia. It's
Apologies if he's butchering that.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. But okay, so they, like I said, they were technically in Collinsville, Illinois, but their population grew. They were so advanced at the time. They're an Indian tribe, by the way.
Okay, so they're Indian.
So they're an Indian
what
tribe.
time period are we talking?
So it was the 700 to 800 AD.
AD, so 100 years.
And they lasted until about 14 to 1500s.
Oh wait, so well over 100 years.
Yeah,
I thought you meant
it's 700 years.
Yeah. I thought you meant
700 years in total, right? And which is crazy because it's literally not that far away from us, where we're at now, right? But they were just really advanced for an Indian tribe because when you really think of an Indian tribe, what do you think of?
I think of just straight up Cherokee Indians, just like
the wood and getting stone and stuff like that,
shooting bow and arrows. And
do you ever think about copper?
No.
Them making copper because these people were making copper.
No, they traded for it.
There's actually an architect that had a team of people, right, that found an actual copper forge in one of the sites, and then they also found furnaces with coal and stuff. So they were doing pretty good as an Indian tribe. Which is crazy because, I mean, for me, I wouldn't think a place in this area
especially this area.
Yeah, especially this area.
I mean, what they have in this area? Well, our area especially is swamp.
The Mississippi River.
Well, they had swamp everywhere.
Yeah. Because we literally, Missouri used to be a swamp.
Yeah, that was what I'm saying. Around that time period, I don't know that far back.
So, it like I said, it's about 2 hours and 30 minutes roughly from here to there. Because so you know where St. Louis is? It's just right there.
Right across the river.
Yeah, it's right there. So back to saying, they were just for some reason just started exploding in population. They went from having to 200 people to 20,000 or something like that. Yeah, around 20,000 is their peak population, right? And at the time,
that's a lot of people.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially if you think about the time, because at the time, they were actually competing with London and Paris. Now think about that. London and Paris are big places,
huge places,
right? But at the time they were doing it, right? So you think about they're advanced, right? Because they're making as an Indian tribe copper and everything else, right? So there's no telling what they were actually using. Their arrows could have copper arrowheads or things like that, right? And they were using furnaces for heat, with coal and everything. So they're using renewable, resources. And the interesting thing, the mounds that they had, were literally just huge mounds, and I guess I don't really know the full reason about it, but I'm pretty sure they were using it to help kind of defend against like the Mississippi because it's sort of
Yeah,
right there on the
that
coast,
would make
right?
sense. If they're right there beside the river.
Yes, yes,
I mean,
yes.
That long ago, the river was probably...
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, people brought up the idea that they eventually died out or whatever because of like drought and like floodings over the years.
I could see flooding,
like, wore down on them, and like maybe famine because I mean it's the Midwest. I mean, look at us. You know, like if we didn't have farms now, we probably wouldn't have anything.
No.
You know, but
I mean, that's all. That's all there
so
is.
like. It's just interesting because like there's like other civilizations that seem similar to them that kind of just like disappeared. Like I mean we got like the Easter Islands, you know, like the other one it's like over in Cambodia is like the Khmer Empire. Again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but they were like doing like advanced things. It's like I mean people really don't know why the Easter Islands have those heads. Like you know about the heads, right?
Yeah.
Like what are they there for? We don't know.
Heads,
yeah, you know. And then like for example, the Empire was doing a lot of advancements. They had like a water system, like canals and everything to help irrigation, and it's just crazy for the time period that they were in.
Yeah.
And like so, like this, we were booming. They had like again advancements that they were following and stuff like that, and they're just gonna just disappear within like 300 years, right? Which it seems like a lot of times, but for like a huge, like 20,000 people just to disappear, like almost like that.
I mean, the amount of technology that they had, and not just them, but like other tribes. Well, not necessarily tribes, but like ancient civilizations like that.
Yeah,
just for them to straight up just disappear.
Yeah, like I mean, like it's just. I personally would think that they would have protected themselves towards like the flooding. Hence why they probably built them.
If they were smart enough to do the stuff that they did, they would be smart enough to protect against flooding.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. You know, like in famine kind of thing. Why didn't they use the decent soil that we have?
Yeah,
right?
we got like it's not like they were having trouble growing stuff.
No,
or farming.
Know, but like so. That's what I say. Like a lot of people say that it's because of there was other things, and there could have been the idea of the war or like diseases and stuff. But honestly, like, I think they kind of just were part of, like, something different, Like, to me, that there's always something different.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, again, like, we have multiple different civilizations that have just gone up and just disappeared. Right? But we don't know why. And they were advanced, right? And so we have these people here that are an Indian tribe that no one really talks about, by the way. Like, I didn't even know about these people, and we live 2 hours away, right? Until I just looked it up.
Yeah.
Like when I was like,
why did they disappear, but not all the other civilizations and tribes that live around here?
Like the Cherokees, like why didn't they disappear?
Yeah.
What happened to them? Like,
why are they so talked about? But then a civilization that's booming like that, that has the kind of technology that they got, just isn't talked about.
So I feel like what happened is that they just moved. And they took over a tribe and became the new tribe.
Yeah.
Right?
There's always a bigger fish in the sea. Always a bigger tribe.
Like, for example, I know at the time, like, roughly, right, when, like, the Europeans were coming over and, like, taking the land and stuff, that they would literally cause wars, like, with them. Like, they would bring them diseases, like, on purpose, and, like, they would, like, straight up just kill them or capture them just to take over their stuff. Hence why it was a huge thing for years. I mean, years. But, like, it's just one of those things, like, they probably had a reason that maybe that they did it, right? But with them being so advanced, right?
Yeah.
As, like, that, they might have used them to help out against the other Indians. Think about that.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it.
Like, I mean, it's like one of those things. Like, they're just like, oh, boom, help me, help you.
Yeah.
Like, I won't kill you if you,
Yeah, I won't kill you, but you're gonna help me.
yeah. And then like literally 200 and like 200 of them just do something, or like the whole 2,000 are actually helping.
Was it 2,000 or 20,000?
I'm pretty sure it's 2,000. Right?
Oh, okay, 2,000. I mean, that's
it's actually 20.
That's what I thought. 20,000. I mean, that's a big population.
Like, imagine that though. Like,
for one like tribe.
Yeah.
That is a huge population.
Yeah, and like it was a really. I mean,
I say that, but I don't know the size of all the other tribes.
I mean, but I mean, I feel like it'd be huge because it's compared to the growth of like London and Paris at the time. Like that's ridiculous because like I can't even think about like for example like when New York City first started, right? Like they grew up big, right? Like I mean, like skyrocketed and stuff. But like imagine like if that tribe did that kind of aspect,
yeah,
like a little bit maybe a few years later afterwards, like they probably would have been still here now, right?
I mean, what better place to be on the Mississippi River? I mean, like...
Well, that's what they say, but I guess that wasn't a good spot for them because, you know, now they're gone.
Well, I mean, you have a constant trade route.
Yeah.
Like, you have great soil everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, they knew what they were doing. It wasn't like they just, we'll settle right here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like, so it's just an interesting thing. Like, I feel like there was definitely an upper hand. Like, kind of like how, you know, just there's always somebody else. Like, for example, for us, the government just kind of watches over us kind of thing. And like the media controls sometimes what we see, right, aspect of things. But like, I don't know, it's just one of those things. Like, I've always wondered what happens, you know?
Yeah, they just up and disappeared. Like, what happened to all their stuff?
Yeah. Like, what happens if, like, the history books that we have now, right, like, just never involves them?
Yeah.
Like, they just will never be talked about. Like, if the music, because like the mountains have a museum, of course, right? And we'll have more, you know, actual like backstory and facts and stuff. But like, imagine like that museum and stuff just boop gone. Right? We would just see these mountains here. We're like, okay, cool, I guess. Like, you know, like if we never had any explanation, like, I mean, there's nothing there. So if somebody goes, yeah, that was just naturally there, I'm gonna forever know that the earth just made this random mound right there, you know, and never know that somebody lived there. See, that's what's crazy to me, that something small could be removed.
How many of these places or the civilizations don't we know about because of that?
Exactly. Like, you know, like, of course we know, like, again, like the bigger ones, like the most one that everybody knows about that has kind of like disappeared was like the Mayans.
Yeah, the Mayan, like,
you know, like the Mayan calendar,
like the Aztecs.
Huge. Yeah. Like, you know, they had a huge, like, I mean, span. Like, I mean, it was like huge area.
Yeah.
Like in like the South America, Central America area. But there's no telling.
Yeah.
You know, because like it's just I don't know, mind blowing on the idea that we can clearly have something like how we have society today, and then the next second we're gone because of something.
Yeah, just up and vanish.
Yeah, you know,
that's wild. So,
I'm just saying, like, I definitely feel like there's always a higher power in that stuff, right? But
I always wanted to study the Mayans and Aztecs more, but we would get like one chapter in our history books, and it was just like move on to the next.
Yeah, like exactly. Like, you know, like the teacher chose roughly, because like, you know, they have like curriculums and stuff that they got to follow, but they basically kind of chose what you guys learned.
Yeah.
Like, if the teacher didn't really care for it, guess what?
We would never be talking about the Mayans.
You learned it, right? Hey, they were here. Cool. Done. Move on.
Yeah.
You know, push you along.
They put just enough information in your head so you remember it. Yeah. And you're thinking about it constantly.
Like, I know there was multiple times that I definitely had to do more research about things, right, than I ever thought I was going to do. Then again, I'm a huge history junkie, so I love it.
I've done more research on random topics than I have for my own school homework.
Really? So what's the most random topic you've ever done?
Random topic that I've like really... I mean, like... See, So ancient civilizations, you know, like I don't really.
Or just in general.
Just in general.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go just in general.
I'm gonna throw a big one out there. The one that I like really like. I wouldn't necessarily say study, but like watch a ton of stuff on.
Yeah.
And like Bigfoot.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, I know that he's like basically the Sasquatch, or whatever, and that there's like photos that people found, but they're contemplating that they were photoshopped or edited or something like that.
You're telling me that in the great wilderness that we have on this earth, there's not some type of Yeti, Sasquatch, abominable snowman out there somewhere?
Yeah. Are you ready for this? I'm about to blow your mind. It walks on 4 legs, sometimes on 2. It's called a bear. It's literally called a bear. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, I feel like a bear could be mistaken for a Sasquatch. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but I'm thinking,
imagine like a grizzly just getting straight up and just walking towards you. Like, how terrifying is that going to be no matter what? It doesn't matter if it's a Sasquatch or not, dog.
Yeah, but how often does a grizzly stand up on its hind legs and walk at you?
They could easily do that. What are you talking about? And they move so fast, right?
Yeah.
You know, and they can climb trees.
But a lot of the like videos and stuff out there are not a grizzly bear. When you can see defined shoulder muscles on a video of an animal 200 yards away.
Yeah. But okay, imagine like, okay, so like, you know how what was it? Was it Jack's Lynx? Right?
Yeah.
That you literally been using Sasquatch thing. What if it was him?
Then just some dude dressed up in
like
a,
no, like it's actually Bigfoot as the
just,
actor, right?
Just government cover up.
They were just like, oh, he's an actor. You're like, no,
he's in a witness protection program, and
they're like slaved him, like like they were like using him to promote only beef jerky and that brand only.
He just really likes beef jerky. Yeah, it's actually him doing all the talking.
Yeah, that's him being a carnivore at that time, you know.
No, but for real though, like, you know, how often do you see like deer and stuff on the side of the road? Every day.
Around here?
Every day.
Okay, well, probably like one or two. Because I don't get out very far.
Okay, but if you're...
That's why I never knew this place was like 2 hours away from us.
Midwest, you know, like, you can go out and see a deer during the day, anytime.
Prime season, like when it's peak? Okay, yeah, there's quite a bit.
I just meant they're not that rare. You can see a deer, right?
You seen, is it dead or is it alive?
No, I meant like alive.
Oh, yeah, never mind. They're all dead.
Because they've all been hit.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they're very, like, out there, though.
Actually, wait, no. Last week, I did see a deer. It was one doe. One doe.
You need to get out more.
It was one doe, dog.
All right. So you see all these deer. Right?
Yeah.
What's like the deer's, like, main predator?
Us.
A coyote.
Okay. Well, I mean, would we not be a predator?
Us, natural predator.
Like
well, I guess we're natural, but like
the ecosystem,
like
right?
the food chain.
Okay.
Now, what would you say a deer's natural predator is?
In this
like
area,
next step up.
In this area, right?
Yeah.
Just like not just anywhere in the world. Okay.
Well, I mean,
okay.
You could do anywhere in the world.
Like, say like a wolf or something.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, like a wolf. You know.
Yeah.
A big cat.
Maybe a mountain lion.
Cat.
Yeah, like a mountain lion.
All right. What is the mountain lion or the big cat's predator?
Wait, what's the big cat's predator?
There's always
somebody bigger.
Somebody bigger.
Yeah. So you know what it is? A pack of wolves, dog.
A pack of wolves is gonna chase down one wolf.
What? I thought you said it was about the big cat.
I just meant like in general, like what is bigger than a big cat? There has to be something higher.
Well, I mean, again, a bear would.
Okay, what's the bear's natural predator?
That I don't know. The ecosystem?
Bigfoot.
Are you sure?
There's always a bigger animal.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, have you ever seen videos of polar bears, dog? Like, they're so aggressive. I wouldn't touch them.
No. All the polar bear videos I see are little cubs sliding around.
Okay, so you're talking about Coca-Cola here. I'm just saying, dog.
They're like sliding around on the ice. They're like underneath trying to get up.
No, I don't see that at all. You know,
you're watching some weird videos.
I'm just saying, I watch Animal Planet, dog.
No, the natural predator.
Yeah,
Bigfoot.
Okay,
he's at top of all the food chains.
Are you sure?
Yes. Besides, ocean food chains.
Okay. You know, like I feel like a shark could easily take Bigfoot.
Just the habitat for him to be there, it makes too much sense.
No, okay, no. How long has he?
Middle of the mountains in Colorado.
Yeah.
Thousands of feet above sea level.
Yeah.
Where humans have yet to go.
What do you mean?
Like, well, no humans have been.
I feel like there's been.
Very few humans go.
I feel like. Well, I know that there's people that have gone top.
Have you been to Colorado? Everest. There is nobody out there.
Well, I mean, I know that we've been like to the top of like Everest. That's pretty big.
I'm thinking more like wilderness, like wooded areas.
So
like side of the mountains.
Yeah, like completely untouched.
Yeah, but there's still trees and forests everywhere.
Yeah, again untouched. Yeah,
where Bigfoot lives.
Like almost like a weird like Yellowstone kind of area.
Yeah.
Like in the back corner that nobody knows about except for the Yellowstone employees. Yeah. They keep Bigfoot back there. Is that what you're saying?
There's got to be a Bigfoot somewhere. Okay. For the idea has to come from something. What if somebody's just like, oh, there's a big, hairy 9-foot man walking around in the wilderness?
Well, I mean, they literally made folk tales of everybody. I mean, you think the Loch Ness Monster is real?
Yeah.
Okay, he might be, but that's not the point.
We don't know anything about our own oceans.
Because I feel like he was a dinosaur.
Okay.
But like, okay, like speaking of that, like if he was a dinosaur, right? Because there have been like these apes-like creatures, right? I forgot the name that they used for them, but like they're like almost like gorillas, but they're just like bigger. Like they're
like an orangutan.
So not like, okay, it's like literally like a gorilla, right? Like most, like
but taller.
A little taller, right? A little taller, but like not like hunched over.
Yeah.
Like they're literally like us,
like caveman type looking things.
Yeah, almost. Right?
Like evolution type stuff.
But not cavemen, but yes.
Yeah. Like one of those processes along.
Like their arms are not as like long and stuff, right? As it is now. But like, you know, and I can see those being technically Sasquatch, you know? Like Bigfoot.
So you admit there's a chance.
There's a chance back then and when the dinosaurs exist,
there could still be one now.
Is there a T-Rex log?
You don't know that.
Where is he at?
Have you been to the other side of the world?
What's the other side of the world? Russia?
Yeah.
I mean,
you're telling me that the Russians have went through every square inch of their wilderness?
I think you're thinking way into that. Yeah, definitely. You know, like he would never be there. What is he gonna eat? Humans?
Yeah, there's been stories.
That's like a world like domination kind of thing.
Have you ever watched Finding Bigfoot on whatever channel it comes on?
No, because I'm not. You don't even know what channel it comes on? Okay.
No, I used to watch that every time, but it was the same thing every episode. They were like really hype it up.
It's the same episode, same guys in the same area saying, hey, we're going to find Bigfoot today. And then 15 minutes later, they're like, we can't find Bigfoot. Whoa.
We're going to have to wait till next episode.
Yeah. Because and then commercial.
The government, see, this is the government actually has a Bigfoot locked up, but they're like, we don't want the public to know.
So where do you think he'd be locked up at?
In a government facility.
in
Russia.
So in Russia, we have a facility.
A U.S. facility.
Yeah. Specifically a U.S. facility.
In the deep part of Russia that Russia doesn't know about.
In like the mountains. Like by like the, I think it's called like, there's a thing over there.
You ever seen
called
like those?
Devil's Pass or whatever? Yeah. That's what you're going to bring up, wasn't it?
Yeah, like all those movies where there's like.
Where the people just die.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, that makes sense. The government's just removing them from getting close to Bigfoot. That's the only thing that's there. It's just Bigfoot in a room that he's only allowed out for recording Jack's
beef
leaks or whatever.
Or the beef jerkies.
Yeah, the commercials. And that's literally it. Yeah. After they get done, he gets shoved right back in like a full
They have like a whole Hollywood setup.
Yeah, exactly.
He don't even leave the mountain. It's a setup. It's a stage inside.
It's like another room into his room. You know, it's like a zoo. Like how they have like the habitats. His next room.
They got like a spring one. They got like a winter one.
That he finally eats is there. So that's why he gets so mad.
He only gets fed in beef jerky sticks.
Yeah, it's a strict diet. He has to keep his figure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's only sponsored by them, so.
Yeah, so it's all
free.
I wonder what flavor he would like.
Original?
I mean, you think
teriyaki.
Teriyaki is always a good choice, dog. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Now I wish I could sit down and talk to him. Would he even talk?
Yeah. I mean, does he talk in the commercials?
I don't know. I
think he just makes noises.
I don't know. That
regardless.
Something like that.
They're hiding him somewhere.
Yeah. Now, what do you think if he was just a really hairy man that they just kept kidnapped, thinking it was Sasquatch?
We're like revealing all of America's secrets right now.
Please don't come after this government. We promise we didn't mean it.
We're get raided by FBI. Open up.
They just come in like, so you guys found out Sasquatch.
But the odds. But think of it. Think about it. The odds of it being real are higher than the odds of it not being real.
Okay. I guess. Well, I mean, technically, it's like 50-50.
55-45.
Why 55-45?
Because you also have to throw in some hope.
So the hope has the extra 5%.
Yeah, you ever seen Star Wars? They're all about it.
I mean, that's true. That's very true. Okay.
Hope really drives
I'll give you that. But so we have a strong 45% that's saying that he's definitely not real.
But there's a strong 55% and a ton of YouTube videos saying otherwise.
Okay.
I had a whole room dedicated to Bigfoot.
Were you on the beef jerky commercials as well?
No.
Like, did you only eat
I
beef
had
jerky?
I still have them. I'll bring them.
So, like, did you become one with Bigfoot by doing everything he did? Did you go to the same forest?
I got these like thermal.
Why are you dodging the question?
I'm not dodging. I'll come back to it. I got these like night vision goggles one time for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna hunt Bigfoot until I got too scared to walk outside. I was like standing on the back porch, like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, you go out there, you're like, nope.
You know, part of me was like really dying to like see something, and the other half was like, what would I have done?
I feel like
my brother like finds out that I'm doing it. He runs out there one night
wearing a Bigfoot bat. I feel like
I'd have been like running inside, like I'd have been gone.
I feel like you run so fast, like it's just like one of those cartoon things, like the headset flies off somehow. And just like poop.
Yeah. I just throw the night vision goggles away. I'm like, no, never. And I never tell anybody that secret ever.
You go in your room, you lock yourself, and you're just in the farthest corner, just like cradling yourself.
My mom comes banging on the door.
What's wrong? What was that noise? And you're like, nothing, Mom. I'm fine.
I'm doing drugs.
Bigfoot. He's real.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
Back to your question though.
Yeah. Did you? I'll say it again just so you know.
Yeah.
Right? I can't even do it because like I just knew you avoided it. You're afraid you're gonna avoid it again. So like like did you eat the same beef jerky as him? So you can do things just
I came
like him.
one with Bigfoot.
So you come one with him, yeah. So like, did you even go to the forest like him? Did you live in the forest? And I swear, if you say I went camping once,
one time when I was little, my grandparents took me camping. Before I even knew Bigfoot existed, but hey, it counts.
That's what struck. You just had that natural bond at that moment.
Bears do not stand on their back legs and walk for.
Have you ever seen them?
Yeah, but I'm talking like straight shoulder muscles, like.
Dude, I feel like a bear can definitely.
What's that one video that's like the most iconic Bigfoot video of all time? You know where he's like walking across the river, the little creek.
Yeah, he does like the little.
You know what I'm talking about? He looks at him. Like,
he does like the little like model pose, like.
Yeah.
And then he keeps walking.
Yeah. You're telling me that was staged?
I mean, we can get me in like I mean, if I grew my hair out 20 more years, never shaved nothing, right?
That's one serious prank.
I'm saying, I feel like I can walk across the river and go, and just keep walking, and nobody would know. Like, I mean, don't brush your teeth, don't do anything. Looks natural.
I mean, if you watch that video, the shoulder muscles on that thing, you can't fake that.
I mean, I didn't see the shoulder muscles because I'm pretty sure that thing was blurrier than
It was also recorded in like the 90s.
Exactly.
Before Nokia phones even existed.
Exactly. Like, I mean, we haven't seen them now. Where's the modern footage, dog?
He recorded that on one of those big old like things that you stick your head under the car.
Yeah, exactly. Like how much like modern, we should definitely have more modern footage, but guess what? No one's seen him.
How many people actually look for Bigfoot now?
Apparently you do. I don't think him. Okay. Actually, no, I take that back. I feel like there's a decent amount of community that you need to find your people somewhere, right? And
I just need to contact my people. So that Finding Bigfoot TV show I was talking about, there's a one of the main people on there has a field biology degree. And for the longest time, I wanted to go to school to get a degree in field biology so I could hunt Bigfoot.
Okay, so you're definitely becoming one with Bigfoot at that point.
I was.
Okay,
I was.
So, like,
a true story. Look it up. I know half you people are not believing me. Go look it up.
I'm just saying, if you guys are out there and you believe in the idea of like Sasquatch, whatever, you can always hit Brandon up right on like the socials and say, hey man, can we meet up sometime and talk about where he's at?
I would like to talk about your encounter.
Right? Yeah. Give us your experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brandon definitely will share the one time he went outside with his night vision goggles, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'll save it for them.
Save it just for them, as you said it here. It's fine. Yeah. It's a one time kind of thing. It's very unique.
You had to be their moment. Luckily, I was the only one there.
Will you reenact it?
Yeah. I need some night vision goggles, a back porch, and somebody to film.
Okay, so we'll reenact it. And so everybody knows your commitment to Bigfoot is It's real.
You buy the supplies, I will camp outside one night. I'll camp outside a week.
I'll buy some like low grade night vision goggles.
They run on like AA batteries.
Yeah. They came from the Dollar Tree, Doug. I don't want to spend that much on you. Bigfoot.
I had a whole like survival pack at one point. I was like committed to this. I was gonna like go and like I always talk myself out of it though.
Yeah.
I was gonna like walk out one night and just be like, I'll be back, Mom. Take my little BB gun with me. Like, I was gonna go kill a squirrel, figure out how to make a fire. I was going to one with the environment.
It's like I feel like you have like a stuffed animal of like Sasquatch. You're like, yeah, he's gonna love that. I got my fruit snacks. I got one water bottle because it's the best thing ever. And then, like I gotta break my toothbrush. My mom would hate me if I didn't brush my teeth. You just shove it in there. You're like, oh, I need a pillow. You're like, oh no, I'm gonna get cold.
You gotta get a blanket.
This is your whole room.
Like, well, I can't forget my TV and PlayStation. I might get bored.
You're just dragging it. Like you're like
one of those big duffel bags, and like I put it up in a blanket. Like I'm like, all right, Mom.
You're just dragging it out the door. Everything's falling off of it. You're like, oh no. I'm gonna miss my opportunity for Bigfoot.
I go out there like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I stay till right at dark. All right, Mom, I'm ready.
No, like I feel like I'd be like an hour later because I feel like you didn't have like sense of time, and you're like, okay, I spent 3 days out there. Like, you slept like 10 minutes at a time. I slept so long. One time I stayed up the whole night. Like it turned day for some reason.
I get out there like halfway through it. I'm like, I forgot a lighter. Walk all the way back to the house.
I got so much to go back to civilization, and you just like take one step and you're back inside because you're on the porch.
The one time I was like actually committed to camping by myself.
Yeah.
I went to a friend's house, right? He had these little like single person tents. No. We put the tents in his basement.
Camping, dog.
The worst part is like I slept the whole night in the tent. I woke up and he's in his bed.
He just like, God. I'm not sleeping in this tent, dog. I'm going to bed, and then you're just shoved like in the little
But
tent,
I was
like,
dedicated to it.
Yeah, I'm camping. This is what camping is.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
do you
I'm gonna revisit my childhood and become one with Sasquatch again.
Okay, so you're saying that if you ever go like searching for him, right? Don't count me because I'm definitely not going.
I'm gonna be on the next like episode of like Man versus Wild.
Yeah. I need you to get like definitely have signal, right? And so you can always just record your travels.
I've got like 30 like portable chargers with me. I'm like,
right. You have somebody else holding the antenna. Like I need signal, dog.
Show me
climb this tree for me. You don't even do it.
And I'm like open up with like some ramen. I'm like, how do you make these? I need you to make these.
You're like, you actually like order like DoorDash or something like that, and somebody brings it out to you.
We're actually on the side of the road.
You're actually outside
the address is literally like a mile marker on the highway. And you should come to this mile marker.
Yeah, it's actually like the park. You're at the park.
I'm at the park.
Say, whoa, look at this. This is like you pick up like a
There's
pine
a tree, and I'm like, it's a natural habitat.
You pick up a pine cone. Is this his food? You're just like,
here we have it in the wild.
Yeah.
Bigfoot's natural food.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I can't eat this. This is not me. And then you pull out like a Big Mac.
So I'm like going to take a bite of it. All right, I'm gonna try it. Cut the camera.
Like it's like so bad, Eddie. Like the person forgot to cut it, and like you're.
You know, like eat the whole Big Mac in like 3 bites.
Yeah, like you're eating the Big Mac, but then it cuts back, and you're like, whoa, that pine.
And I like break off the pine cone. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it cuts back too early. You're just trying to break it. When you finally break it, and you're like, that pine cone was great. This is what Sasquatch ate all the time. You know,
I'm becoming one. One with the Squatch.
Listen, I feel like Discovery Play will definitely pick you up.
All right, I'm looking for my next sponsorship.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys, if you ever want to show.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand. I believe. I'm a firm believer.
Okay. So,
I need a yes or no answer.
That if I'm a firm believer too,
on a action, not a bear, not a polar bear, not a grizzly
Sasquatch
bear, an actual Sasquatch.
Okay. So.
And the 90% of our audience that doesn't believe, I'm no longer friends with.
So you're saying I don't agree with it? That we're not friends anymore?
Pretty much.
So is it? Am I going to be only half the cheeks on the couch at this point, Doug?
I mean, you already make up half the cheeks on the couch.
Of course, because I only have 2 cheeks. I mean, I can lay down, I guess, and become the 4 cheeks, but it's fine. Yeah, you know.
You believe. I'll accept that.
Okay. Whoa, did you just answer for me?
Yeah, I'm answering for you.
Okay. I feel like...
and my watch is dead.
Well, maybe you should have charged it. No, like... I'll give the opportunity that he actually exists. I'll open it up. So I'll be open-minded.
Okay.
Right? Until I know more evidence, like modern evidence.
I'm going to prepare a whole, like, PowerPoint slide for you.
I would love that. Can you write a 10-page paper as well?
10-page?
Yeah, 10-page.
Can my work cited to be half that? I didn't even
He gave me all of it. Just one sentence. He's real.
The best feeling in the world is when a teacher's like, you got a 5-page essay, but works cited and the title page count as one. You're like, yes. And so you're like, well, I can at least get away with half a third page.
You just copy paste. You
cite like the longest.
Yeah.
You find all the websites with like a huge.
Yeah, exactly. The biggest like sources.
Like the www, you know what I'm talking about?
And it says like Sasquatch dot something else dot Bigfoot, and then it's like .com, and then it's like backslash like forward slash. So many like other categories.
Yeah,
it's like like 20 lines.
I'm gonna get you a PowerPoint set up.
Okay, I would love it.
And we're gonna talk about it on another episode. Maybe not next week, but you gotta give me some time. That's a lot of work.
So you're actually gonna give it to me like next year?
No, I'll get it to you.
Okay. I'll give you. I guess I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Like I said, I'll keep it open, right? And like,
hey, I took your full word on an ancient civilization that randomly vanished.
Okay, I guess that's a good point. That's a good point. But I can literally take you 2.5 hours from here to see the museum. That's real, dog.
I could take you an hour from. I could take you 20 minutes from here. I'll take you to my backyard and I'll show you where Bigfoot lives.
Where you saw him the first time.
There is a statue of like a literal 8-foot statue at a Buckeyes that I've been to.
Where?
Do I disclose that information?
I don't know.
They're gonna. It's like a $3,000 statue. It's like a literal Bigfoot statue, and I wanted it for so long.
Like, can you buy it?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know you could buy it.
Yeah.
So that makes it different, I guess.
It was insane.
Actually, yeah, I still want to know where it's at. Do you know where it's at?
It was. I haven't been there in a while. It was at the Cape Buckeyes.
Oh, you know the one like over. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's in Jackson.
Jackson, I guess. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
The Jackson.
See, I never actually been there.
Yeah.
Cool?
They had a huge. I'm like literally 7-8 foot tall. Now I was also, I was also like 13 whenever I saw it last time. So I might have been like 4 foot tall.
You're just, yeah, it's like half the size of you now, and you're like, whoa.
This thing was so much bigger when I was
so big. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying.
If somebody wants to buy that for me, we'll put it right back here, right behind us.
We'll put it on our set. Like, I mean, it'd be a generous donation.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I know he would
I
love
will
it.
shout
I'd be
you
okay
out.
with it.
You'll get a free shout out on the.
Yeah, but I would definitely be your best friend if somebody did that. But I'm not telling you to do that.
No, it was only like $3,000. It really wasn't that much.
Yeah,
For a lifetime of memories with a 7 to 8 foot tall, potentially 7 to 8 foot tall statue of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
What a centerpiece! What a conversation starter at every house event that you have.
I mean, true. I mean, if I came into your house and you literally...
Except I have like the same 6 friends, so every time they come over, all 6 of them are like...
You move it to a different location. So it's like, whoa, why'd you move that?
It's like the Elf on the Shelf, but every night it just...
it's
all
year
year
like a
round.
6-foot statue of Bigfoot.
Potentially 7 to 8.
Yeah. He's like in different corners of like the room. Yeah. Somehow you get him on the ceiling. He's a lot of duct tape. It was a lot of duct tape, But like you have him answer the door.
Yeah. Our Ring doorbell is just gonna be like
his face. I feel like I'm gonna get like a notification one of these days, right? And like whenever I get my doorbells and everything's installed, and you're just gonna be dragging this statue.
It's like 400-pound statue. I'm just like lift with the legs. I'll be like, I proved it. I told you.
He's real. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
If you ever go to the Yellowstone, hit me up. I'll go out there and then we'll literally look for him.
Yeah.
I'm down for that trip.
I'm down for I'll go out right now. You buy me like 2 nights and 2 days worth of like granola bars and water, or even just a water filter.
And you're paying for the rest of it?
Well, you don't have to pay for it. You're literally walking outside. The earth is free.
No, I'm talking about we gotta go to Yellowstone. Though.
Oh, we're going to Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Oh, you're paying for that. We'll let them pay for it. If you
paying-
guys want to
I'm
see
paying for
a week-long vlog of me in the wide open wilderness at Yellowstone National Park.
In 5 years.
No, right now, I will leave tomorrow. If somebody wants to pay for that,
You'll see that there's everything. I can't leave tomorrow.
I'll leave tomorrow.
Okay, you leaving without me, dog.
I'm
paying for it.
I will FaceTime you the entire time.
I wish I was there, dog. Whoa, it's so real.
The like 15-hour trip we got to take.
You're literally actually at that Buckeyes.
There's gonna be like some.
Whoa, there he is. Whoa, you're shaking the cat. He's real. See,
I drove
told
all the
you.
way to Jackson.
And
I'm
just
like,
to take my money. And you come back and like, that was a quick trip. I'm like, man.
I'm gonna bet a lifetime supply of beef jerky. Like every time I want beef jerky, I'm gonna call you up and be like, I proved it to you.
I need my Sasquatch, dog.
Where's my jerky?
You're gonna definitely become the Sasquatch.
I think it'd be so cool though.
If you were
I'm for real
Sasquatch?
though. If somebody wants to pay for me to go to Yellowstone and go, you just gotta pay for the trip there. I'll pay for the granola bars. I'll pay for the waters.
Everything that's cheap, you're gonna pay for.
You buy me a really big tent.
He actually wants a hotel.
I really want some
Yeah.
night vision goggles too.
Yeah, those can be the Dollar Tree ones. He's fine. He won't use them very long.
And I need some headphones because I can't be in the dark and not hear my.
Yeah, preferably like AirPods.
Yeah, like
you know.
the newest ones, but it's all right.
Yeah,
I'll take the older ones.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever. Okay.
What if like even if he like doesn't exist now, like even back then,
What?
like prehistoric times.
Wait, are you saying that he doesn't exist now? Or
No, I'm saying even if he doesn't, like like if somebody could prove, you can't prove that he doesn't exist.
he can.
No, you can't.
We haven't seen him, dog.
Okay, but you can't prove the absence of nothing.
I mean, it's just like my imaginary friend definitely exists. No, he doesn't.
I can't prove that he doesn't.
I mean, yeah, he can. Do you see him?
Do any of your friends actually exist?
No.
Can you prove that I'm sitting
So, like,
right here right now?
No, because you're actually Sasquatch. I'm actually talking. Whoa, I'm talking to Sasquatch.
You're actually locked up in a cave somewhere
I am the
in
Sasquatch.
Russia. Just
It's a simulation. It's all a simulation. This is my one outing
yeah.
the whole year.
No, you're not even in and out. In this whole like,
Yeah, it's like
you're
a VR
in a
headset.
simulation. Yeah.
It's like a VR. Like,
Every day that you wake up and go to work,
it's actually
they're actually
me
just like
walking in circles. That's why I'm so tired.
But you cannot prove that he doesn't exist.
Okay. I mean,
Can you prove that pigeons aren't spies?
I think they're cameras. For the government.
Exactly.
Because I mean, I have never seen a baby pigeon.
Where are the pigeons at right now? Charging for the winter. They're getting a hard drive
I mean,
wipe.
that is true. It's nighttime
to get
so they
charged.
definitely have to be sleeping somewhere or sleeping.
That's why they're always on power lines, getting a free charge.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. Why was it for in trees though? What are they doing that natural like sunlight
They're
charge?
staring at you.
They have,
How
like,
come
solar
every
power?
time you see a pigeon, it looks right at you, dead in the eyes, and then it like looks away, like real like suspiciously.
I'm thinking that's like facial recognition.
It has to recognize you, and then it looks away so I can get that side angle, like the whole camera of it.
Yeah.
That way the beak isn't in the way, you know?
Yeah. What was that?
Or it's trying to watch its back at the same time.
It just spins its head like it's like those owl things. That's not really an owl.
Are owls?
No, owls are not. I've seen baby owls before, dog.
Pictures or real things?
No, I mean like this one time in like school, this kid literally had an owl, right? You know, and he was talking about it. Like, you know, we saw like the pellets and everything. We had to break it apart, blah blah blah. It was cool. It's kind of weird, but yeah.
How many like different like animals do you think get discovered every day?
What? Like
Like
that
different
we actually
species
discovered?
of stuff. Yeah.
Probably not that much anymore. Because we've seen it a lot. I mean, unless you count like
But
the
how?
ocean.
But again, how do you prove that there's not more to be discovered?
Okay, I guess that's true. Because like I remember, like one time I was like in college, they talked about the this red wolf, right? Because it's Arkansas State's in Jonesboro, to be specific, is their mascot, right? And at one point, it was actually going extinct.
You mean the lower of the Arkansas schools, but it's all right.
No. In my opinion, it's better because I went there. It's not biased or anything.
Yeah, I'm not biased, but the Arkansas Razorbacks are #1 baseball team in the nation, so.
Okay, well, that's just them because they're just.
But it's okay. It's okay. Continue on.
But what we just, they had like the red wolves, and it was going extinct. And there's actually a place like in I think in the southern coast, like by Florida or whatever. They made it in a habitat and brought it back. Like they kept like reproducing it and stuff, and like controlled it so it wouldn't get killed. And now it's slowly becoming an actual thing. So I mean, technically, if he died out, then we don't have a Sasquatch. But I mean, that's true. There's always a new species that we can find out. So like polar bears could have been technically a chain of him.
Have humans touched every inch of this world above water?
That I don't know, because I've never seen them touch the world. I mean,
I meant like, have we been to all the different environments and ecosystems in the world?
I think so. At least that's what I'm told. Remember, I have no idea.
We haven't been everywhere in the ocean.
Well, I see, but we don't know that. We could have been, but we were never told that. Because me and you have never experienced the full world.
That even proves my point.
Exactly.
What else is the government hiding? If there was actually a Bigfoot out there, do you think the government would tell us?
No. Because they're using him for money.
The megalodon still exists, but we don't ever get told about it.
Do they exist? I mean, like, it's like
sharks and like killer whales have to have a.
I mean, I feel like a whale could kill them.
A megalodon?
A fin, dog.
Do you know how big a megalodon is?
Have you ever seen a blue whale?
They're so harmless. And like,
I'm just saying. I don't know if there's something like a bird like it's harmless, but I'm pretty sure if you're like a child.
What's the world's like biggest whale?
I don't know.
Probably
do you know it? You're asking me, dog. But do you really know
100 feet. That's probably too big. 65 feet.
I don't know. Maybe it is.
Megalodon, 300.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Can you prove me wrong?
Yeah, can you prove me a picture?
I told you, you gotta prove me.
I don't think that's how it works. You're trying to say that they were 300 feet. I don't think that's how it works.
Have you seen a megalodon tooth?
Have you seen
Yes.
That? Where?
They're like huge.
Where? Where?
That one guy on YouTube. I can't think of his name. It's the guy that's a scuba diver. He's got 2 friends and they scuba dive too.
Is his name Scuba Steve?
No. Scuba Racy.
Scuba Steve, Scuba Racy. What's the third one?
Jordan.
Scuba Mo?
No, for real though. There's a guy on YouTube
that just has a random megalodon.
No, he dives around like different stuff, and like he doesn't go for megalodon teeth. But there was a video where they actually went like searching for a megalodon tooth, and they found it.
Okay. You know, like I'm just saying, I don't know if he's real. I think it's planted. He probably bought that as like a tourist.
He probably did, but I watched the video.
But you thought it, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
But
I'm just saying. It's just
so. Bottom line of this whole concept is that if an ancient civilization can
exist,
vanish off the face of the earth,
yeah,
then Bigfoot can exist.
And he can vanish off the face of the earth.
No, but he's still here.
Okay, hear me out. You ready? Maybe he was part of the civilization, and he went into hiding because he's the last one remaining.
You just wait till I get that PowerPoint for you.
I'm ready for it, dog.
I'm ready.
But I'm just saying. I think this was interesting. I still don't think Bigfoot's real, but I'm still definitely open for it.
Right.
I need to see the PowerPoint first, I think.
All right, I'll get you a PowerPoint.
But I definitely want to. I can see it kind of potentially being real. I'm open-minded, I guess. Right? So I know mine was actually real. I'm just saying there's factual evidence. Yeah, I mean the mount site's there, dog. I'll take you there.
All right.
Okay. But this is gonna be it for our first episode. You know, we had an interesting talk. I don't know about you, but I mean,
I enjoyed it.
I like the idea that, you know, Sasquatch was literally, you know, in like Hollywood only, you know, contracted. But I don't know what you guys think about that. Do you guys think that Bigfoot's real, or the other name is Sasquatch, right? Or do you think that my civilization, right, is definitely better? And what happened to them? Just saying. You have anything to add?
I know what happened to him. Bigfoot murdered them all.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
I just thought us out.
See you guys.
Yeah,
I signed us out.
Are you sure? I signed us out.
Adios.
There you go.
All right.